On Minecraft's biggest server, everyone wants money. Now, most players make this the humble way. They make giant farms, they go mining, and sometimes they even make some traps. But then, there's the players who value money over morals.
Yo, they jump in this guy.
Now, nobody in DonutSMP history has ever made 1 billion in a day. Usually, it takes months or even years. So, how am I going to do it? Well, let's just hop right in and see. Alright, I teleported somewhere random, and right now, I have $0. So let's see if I can make back 1 billion in just 24 hours. So, to start off, we're gonna need some speedrunning music. Alright, bet! Let's get this tree to start. And now let's craft all the wood into crafting tables, because these sell for a lot more. Now each crafting table sells for 1k a piece, so that means we can make 10k with only 2 trees. All the crafting tables sold, so now let's look at maps on the auction, since a lot of people put ads on here and sell them for a lot cheaper than what they normally go for. Alright, I got these 4 maps all for just 1,000, so now I'm gonna sell them for 10k each for 40k profit. Now while we wait for these maps to sell, why don't we buy some more? Yeah, see, there's so many ads out right now, and these just make me like 10k profit each. Alright, we just hit the 5-minute mark, and now what I'm thinking is that we invest it all into an axe, since that is really going to get us more wood and more crafting tables. Alright, we are officially 10 minutes in, and right now I'm at $150,000. Now that gives us just enough money for me to start my first actual money making method. Now, you're probably wondering how a bunch of colored shulkers are even going to make me money. Well, you see, when people get rich enough on the server, they begin to buy massive map art collections. Now, it's impossible to tell these giant map arts apart from a bunch of cheap ads. So that means I can just sell these and get away with it. Now, before we even think about selling these map arts, we have to take a quick trip to the end and make an ad. Six, 7, 8. Alright, all the map art is done. Now let's order the duplicates. And now let's get all the fake map arts on the auction. Alright, well, I'm gonna wait for all of the orders to be filled overnight. But, oh, yo, some guy just bought. I didn't even put up any ads. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna order more dupes, I guess. But anyway, see you guys on day 2. Alright, it is day 2, and overnight we got 4 million worth of sales, and all our orders got filled up. So I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time emptying the orders, creating the dupes, and making some more shulkers. Alright, everything is restocked, and now all we have to do is sell the ads. Alright, it's been about a day since I sold all the ads, and overnight we made 10 million. So now all I have to do is restock all the shulkers and all the ads, and then we'll be able to start making money again. Now, I also decided to make these simple redstone contraptions. This one helps dupe the ads, and then this giant hopper one helps dupe everything to put into the shulkers. Now, before we start duping everything, let's find an actual map art to sell. Oh, nice. Here's a 3x3 one for only 300k. I'm definitely gonna get this. Alright, everything is restocked, and now all we have to do is wait overnight and see how much sells. Alright, it is the next day, and oh my, 20 million overnight. Holy. Oh, every single one of our non-scam shulkers sold, and only one of the scam shulkers did. So maybe selling the actual ones is better than selling the scamming ones. Anyway, now that we actually have some money, I'm kind of getting bored of selling the maps by myself. It takes so long, so I'm gonna go to the spawn and try and find some poor people to pay like a little bit of money to do it for me. Alright, I've asked like 15 people and nobody wants to be my worker, so let's move on to the next money making method since I'm kind of getting bored of all the map arts. Now this next money making method is a lot more fun. Pretty much, I'm going to be making mini games and charging streamers 5 million to play them and get a good clip farm. So let's start building. Alright, the build is finished and now all we have to do is teleport these streamers. Speaking of teleport, why don't you teleport your finger over to the subscribe button if you guys are enjoying the video. Also, I'm hosting a light trick giveaway in my Discord right now, so the link is in the pinned comment if you want to join it. Anyway, let's get right back into it.
Yeah. Meter racing ice boats. Since it was so expensive, it cost 5 mil per play. Is it just not loading? That leads straight into the void, bro. See, like... Nice try, little guy. Nice try, little guy.
So the entire track just got blown up, even though the guy hit me first. That was self-defense. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this part 1 because I'm not gonna be able to do all 24 hours. So we're a quarter of the way in and we're at 40 million. So we're not on track, but let's see if we can get back on track in part 2. Peace.